Monastiraki and Psyri are two very iconic neighborhoods of Athens' city center, which everyone should go and visit. But like the rest of downtown Athens, it's all a bit of a maze, and many tourists kind of give up after 2 or 3 alleys because they have no idea where they're supposed to go. So I'm going to show you. Alright, so we're starting from Monastiraki Square. Here we have the famous 360 degrees rooftop bar with a beautiful view of the Acropolis. And if we look back, A for Athens and MS Roof Garden are there as well. So all 3 of Athens' most famous rooftop bars are located here on Monastiraki Square. Alright, let's start walking. The street we're on right now is called Ermou, and it's an important one because it's connecting Monastiraki Square to Syntagma Square in a straight line. Most of it is pedestrian, so no cars allowed. And here we have one of Athens' cutest churches called Kapnikarea. It's 1,000 years old, and you can visit it for free. The doors are open every day from 11 to 5. Now, if we were to continue in that direction, we would arrive on Syntagma Square after just 5 minutes. But for this video, we want to stay in Psyri and Monastiraki, so we are turning back. Ermou is the shopping street of Athens for clothes, with the typical chains like H&M, Pull&Bear, and all the others. So if you need clothes, this is where locals go. Alright, now we're making a right onto Ermou Street. This tiny neighborhood is usually referred to as Agia Irini, after the name of a tiny square, which you'll see in a sec. This area is great for street food, in case you're interested. Thiseio right here is selling pita wraps, and then over there we have loukoumades, which serves, you guessed it, loukoumades, which are fried honey puffs. Very traditional. Now we keep going straight, and here on the right hand side we have the Agia Irini Square. Now it's currently undergoing massive works, so there's not much to see, but if you want to get a pita wrap at the famous Kostas place, that's where it's located. Alright, we continue straight on Ermou Street, and then we make a left to start walking towards the Psyri neighborhood. Don't be shocked by all the graffiti. It's a very common thing in Athens, unfortunately. It's not gang-related though, like in many other countries. So in Greece, when you see tons of graffiti, don't freak out, it's normal. And now we've reached Athens Street, which we're about to cross. If you go left, you're going back to Monastiraki Square, where we started this video from. And if you go to the right, you're 2 minutes away from the Varvakios market, which is Athens' central market for fresh fish and meat. In our case, we want to go straight, and just a little heads up, when you're trying to cross a street, no one is going to stop for you if you just stand there. You're gonna force your way through by actually starting to walk, and then the cars will stop. That's the Greek way of crossing a street. So now we're entering the Psyri neighborhood. Lots of awesome cafes and bars where locals hang out. This one here, for instance, Transistor, is one of my favorites. And now at the end of this street, you're gonna make a right, which brings us to Psyri's main square. This place right here is called Bougatsadiko. It has delicious sweet and savory pies, including the famous spanakopita. And the neighboring building is a place called Nancy's Sweet Home. They have a huge selection of Greek traditional sweets. And by the way, Psyri's main square has live Greek music every night. So if you want to go and eat at one of these restaurants, better go in the evening when there's music. Alright, we're turning left again, and this is gonna bring us to the highly Instagrammable place called Little Cook. This year's theme is Snow White, but that changes every couple of months. And yeah, as you can see, they're not afraid of over decorating. It's pretty intense. Immediately after Little Cook, we're gonna make a right, and then at the end of this alley, we're gonna go left. Don't be surprised if you get blocked by a few motorcycles in these narrow alleys. Motorcycles are technically forbidden on any of these pedestrian areas, but this is Greece. It's not because something is forbidden that people don't do it. So we're going left, and you're gonna see lots of traditional taverns here. That's what Psyri is famous for. Great food, meze style, so small portions to share with your friends. Many Greeks hang out in these streets. And then over here we have a bar called Dos Gardenias, playing Latin music every night. So if you want to go drink some mojitos and dance salsa, this is your place. We're turning left, and then at the end of this block, what will we have on the left-hand side? Well, if you've watched my video on Athens' best restaurants, this should look familiar. It's called Atlantikos, and it's one of the best fish taverns in town. But we're not gonna enter that alley. We wanna go towards the Thiseio neighborhood now, and for that we have to make a right, which brings us back to Ermou Street once again. So Monastiraki Square is just there, 2 minutes away. We are turning right, and we go all the way till the end of Ermou Street, and then we make a left. And this right here is the start of the Thiseio neighborhood. If you keep going straight, you're entering the whole Thiseio flea market, which looks like this. Everything's handmade there, so great spot to get some local souvenirs. But we are not gonna go there for this video. Instead, we are gonna make a left to go towards the ancient Agora. There's a bunch of great cafes here. It's one of the greenest parts of Athens, so it's very nice to sit down and have a drink there. And this on our right-hand side, that's the ancient Agora archaeological site. We're not seeing that much of it just yet, but I'm gonna show you where the entrance is, because I know Google doesn't reference it very well, and some tourists give up on visiting the Agora for that reason, which is a shame because it's such a nice site. So yeah, this right here, that's the entrance. And of course, the ancient Agora is part of the combo ticket. So if you got yours online, you don't need to pay anything to enter the site. All right, we keep going straight. This here is a great spot for pictures with the Acropolis in the background. And this large building is the museum of the ancient Agora. It doesn't require a separate ticket. Once you're inside the Agora, you can visit it for free. We keep going straight, and once we reach the end of the Agora, we make a left-hand turn, and that is going to lead us to the Ermou Street, which is the souvenir shopping street of Athens. But of course, this is all the very tacky stuff. Most of it is not even made in Greece. If you want the local stuff, go to Thiseio. And remember, as a general rule, you should buy your souvenirs here in Athens, definitely not in Santorini, not in Mykonos, because everything is so much more expensive there. And where do we end up at the end of this street? Well, Monastiraki Square, where we started. Now this time we're gonna make a right going towards the Acropolis Hill, and be super careful here with pickpockets. This is one of their main hubs. And by the way, if you want me to be your tour guide and show you all these places in person, you can contact me on Instagram. Here on the left, we've got the archaeological site of Hadrian's Library, built in the 2nd century AD, which you can also visit for free with the combo ticket. I'll be leaving the link to book your combo ticket below this video in case you need it. And now if we keep walking uphill till the end of the street and we make a left, we arrive at the entrance of the Roman Agora, which marks the end of the Monastiraki neighborhood and the starting point of the Plaka neighborhood. If you want to support my channel, you can click on this link right here for a one-time donation. Thank you very much. For a similar video, but for the Plaka neighborhood, it's over here. And for the amazing day trip to Delphi from Athens, it's this one. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you next one. Bye.